Welcome to the deep dive. So, you sent us something pretty relatable this time.
Yeah.
This document, 95.pdf, it's all about getting through those, well, sometimes slightly bizarre team building exercises.
Ah, yes. Mandatory fun. That phrase alone tells you a lot.
It really does. We've all got those images, right? The trust fall with, I don't know, Dave from accounting.
Always Dave from accounting. A leap of faith and maybe other concerns.
Definitely. Or being asked for your spirit animal in front of colleagues you barely speak to.
Or the spaghetti tower. Judging your collaboration skills based on pasta architecture, it's a choice.
It is a choice. And what's interesting, like the source hints at, is there's often good intent behind it, right?
Supposedly. Trying to build stronger teams, improve communication, all that.
But the execution,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it just lands wrong,
Yeah.
awkward, maybe even a bit resented.
Instead of creating connection, yeah.
Exactly. So our mission today, digging into this PDF, is to pull out actual strategies, how to survive these things.
Keep your sanity, maybe a little dignity.
That's the goal. Actionable stuff. And maybe, a few knowing nods from you listening.
Well, the document itself calls this the Team Building Survival Guide. Pretty direct.
Sets the tone, doesn't it?
It does. And it starts, interestingly, by saying sometimes the best way is just minimal effort.
Okay, let's get into that. Level 1, minimal effort mode. First up, 2 truths and a lie.
Ah, a classic.
But the twist here is, don't try to be interesting. Give 3 boring truths.
Really? Like what?
Well, it doesn't say exactly, but I'm thinking, I own a blue shirt. Sometimes I eat lunch. The sky exists.
Huh. Strategic blandness. The idea is just to fade into the background.
Pretty much. Be completely unmemorable. Don't give anyone anything to grab onto.
Hey, that's clever. But
Yeah.
couldn't being that bland actually make you stand out? Like, is he okay?
That is a fair point. Maybe it's a fine line. You don't want to seem actively hostile, just neutral.
A gray rock.
Exactly. Which leads nicely into the next tactic for icebreakers. Just reuse the same fun fact you used last time and the
Right.
time before that, maybe since 2018.
Oh, nobody's keeping track, are they?
Probably not. Who remembers Brenda from marketing's favorite movie from 3 years ago?
Good point. And if someone does call you out,
Just own it. Wow, sharp memory. Yeah, still true. Deflects any real effort.
it really plays on the performative nature of it all, doesn't it? You check the box, share something, but nothing actually revealing.
Minimal effort achieved. Okay, moving up a level.
Level 2.
Strategic sabotage.
Yeah.
This sounds a bit more active.
Ooh, intriguing. Well, it's first.
Volunteer to take notes.
Right, seems helpful. Responsible, even.
But the real goal, according to this guide, just scroll Reddit,
Oh, that's devious.
isn't it? You look busy important documenting the session.
But mentally, you're miles away, discussing cat pictures or something.
Exactly. It creates that perfect, socially okay barrier to actually having to participate.
Okay, but what if they ask to see the notes? You need something there, right?
Good point. Keep it vague, maybe.
Wow.
High-level bullet points only. Minimal detail.
Manage the risk. Okay, what else for sabotage?
Become the timekeeper.
Ah, the person with the watch.
Yes. And then you strategically, maybe slightly too early, announce, okay, folks, looks like time's up.
Oh, I like that. Less sabotage, more like a quiet public service, ending the collective suffering.
Right. You're controlling the clock. It's subtle power. Harder to argue with the official timekeeper.
Very true. Okay, so we've done minimal effort, strategic sabotage. What's next?
Level 3, fake enthusiasm. This one requires maybe some acting skills.
Putting on a performance?
Totally. The guide suggests using phrases like, wow, what an innovative exercise.
Even if it's
Rock, paper, scissors.
for team building,
That's innovative.
the key is the delivery, like slightly over the top tone, sarcasm disguised as positivity.
Right. You're mimicking the expected reaction, but maybe with a little wink if people are paying attention.
Exactly. But could that backfire? Could you seem too keen and end up getting more attention? That's the risk, isn't it? You have to calibrate the fake enthusiasm just right, not too fake.
A delicate balance.
Yeah.
And the ultimate move in this category,
Go on.
suggesting you should all circle back on these learnings later.
Oh, the classic non-commitment. Commitment.
Precisely. Everyone knows, deep down, that circle will never be closed. Those learnings are gone forever.
It sounds productive, sounds engaged, but it's really just kicking the can down a road that doesn't exist. Creates closure without closure.
Perfect description. The guide even has a listener story here. At Fake Team Player.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently one most team-spirited.
Wow.
By just yelling synergy
Yeah.
really enthusiastically during a ropes course,
Yay.
while secretly job searching on their phone the entire time.
No, that's peak performance right there. Understanding the assignment, just not the intended one.
Absolutely. Gaming the system. Okay, so those are tactics for during the event. What about avoiding it altogether?
Pro-avoidance. I like the sound of that.
The guide calls them pro-avoidance techniques. First one, the sudden allergy.
Ugh. The medical excuse. Hard to argue with.
Especially, it notes, for the trust fall. And it suggests getting a doctor's note.
Wow, that's serious commitment to avoidance. A preemptive strike against specific horrors.
Right. Then there's the tech distraction.
Okay, like taking an urgent call.
Even better, sending yourself a fake, urgent Slack message, pretending it's from the CEO.
Addressed to yourself. Oh, the audacity.
You know, it's kind of amazing. Creates that air of, I'm too important for this.
You'd have to use that one sparingly, though, surely. People might catch on.
Yeah, deploy strategically.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Strategic partnering.
What's that?
Find someone else who looks just as miserable as you feel and just sort of bond over it silently. Shared eye rolls, mutual suffering.
Misery loves company. Finding an ally can make it bearable. That's silent communication.
Totally. And finally, a pro tip, always sit near the exit
Makes sense. Easy escape.
and have a bathroom emergency excuse locked and loaded. Especially, it warns, for when the human knot activity starts.
Oh God, the human knot. Yes, proximity to the exit is key for that one. Believable escape route.
A timeless classic for a reason. Okay, shifting gears a bit, the guide touches on cultural differences.
And reacting to forced fun. Interesting.
Apparently, yeah. So the American perspective, this is awesome.
Translation.
I want to die inside, according to the source anyway.
Ouch. Highlights that gap between surface enthusiasm and internal reality.
Then the British, quite innovative.
And that means?
This is actual torture.
Ah.
Oh, that classic British understatement.
It's beautifully subtle, isn't it? Expressing deep pain with mild praise.
It really is. And my favorite, the Australian take. Yeah, nah, good on you.
Translation for that one.
Never again. Just blunt, efficient.
Polite refusal meets firm internal boundary. Very clear.
The guide even adds another listener hack here from @NotaTeamPlayer.
Go on.
Keep a fake cough ready, specifically for karaoke emergencies.
Dedicated avoidance. The level of preparedness is quite something. It really shows the anxiety these things can cause.
It really does. So, okay, we've gone through the guide, the tactics, the cultural takes. Now, a challenge for you, the listener.
A mission.
This week's mission. Survival mode. 3 parts. First, spot the faker.
How?
Try to notice who's overusing the word alignment. Apparently, it's a red flag for faking it.
Huh. Using buzzwords as a smokescreen for not really being engaged. Makes sense.
Second part, deploy strategic forgetfulness.
Just pretend you don't get the rules.
Exactly. Ask for clarification repeatedly.
Yeah.
Slows things down, minimizes your actual input.
Passive resistance. Buys you time to plot a real escape, too. Clever.
And finally, part 3, the emergency exit, the ultimate excuse.
What is it?
I left my Evan on
Even if you're...
at a company picnic in a park, miles from any kitchen.
The sheer randomness might just work. Catch people off guard.
Exactly. The guide ends with this amazing story. Someone survived a mandatory scavenger hunt
How?
by getting accidentally locked in the bathroom.
Accidentally on purpose.
We suspect so. But the best part, HR apparently called it creative problem solving.
Oh, that's perfect. That really sums up the whole spirit of this, doesn't it? Finding ways, sometimes weird ways, to cope.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there we are. Hopefully you feel better equipped now.
Ready to face the next corporate bonding event with perhaps slightly less psychological scarring.
Or at least with a few new tricks up your sleeve.
And a better appreciation for the fine art of navigating forced fun.
So, next time on the deep dive, we're tackling how to politely reject stupid ideas.
Ooh, vital skill.
Yeah, without sounding like a total jerk. Because, you know, that phrase, that's interesting.
Doesn't always mean it's interesting, does it?
Rarely. So that's next time. But until then, maybe think about this.
Yeah.
Could any of these survival tactics, done just right, actually lead to something good? Like an unexpected laugh or a real connection with someone else who's also faking it?
Bonding over the absurdity. It's possible. You never know.
You never know. Something to ponder until our next deep dive.